Hello, this is Dustin Dusky, and I thought I'd maybe do a March channel update. So, whether if you all knew or not, the 19th, which was last Friday, was the last scheduled video to be uploaded on my channel. Stuff that I've actually had uploaded and scheduled set to go since last November has now finally ended before the weekend. And as we all know, I'm in the middle of a project which will get done. During this time, the last 6 weeks, I've been transitioning into a new job, which I wasn't certain, what time off I would have, if I've had any, or, my options as far as any time off as I have. If I liked the job, if it was something that I'd be able to do. And turns out 6 weeks in on the road for the last 2 weeks, and you know what? Actually, no. For the last week, I've been on the road as a bus operator, free, unchained, on the streets of Milwaukee and the county. You know what? So far, so good. I enjoy it. It's a great job. I enjoy every minute of it. I am my own boss. No one has to tell me what to do. I just drive, and I just pick up passengers along the way for about 10, 12 hours, but I get 4 days on and 3 days off. And then waking up so early on Saturday mornings that I'd have half the Saturday off. So my thoughts about, and I'm actually currently outside. In fact, I'm just hanging outside my garage, which you might see my car there. There it is. Just enjoying outside because it's 64 degrees right now. Feels like 64. It might be colder, but it's a really nice day. This weekend's been nice. Supposed to get slightly colder by about 10 degrees, but you know what? It's not dropping any lower than it will for a while. So first day of spring was last Saturday, so we're definitely in spring at that time of year. But weather is definitely showing like it is spring. A little bit of beer. Which I think in a week or two is my special day of the year of celebrating one of my longtime friends who had succumbed to ALS. Which is why I have Modelo and Corona cases of it, just to kind of celebrate his memory. And one of my thoughts about the channel, where is this all going to go? Well, what are my options? Currently, podcast will continue as always. My scheduling will not affect the way how the podcast will be run. So, podcasts will continue to be recorded on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Saturdays being, I get off of work anytime between 1 and 2 p.m. So, anytime in the afternoon I can record an episode. Tuesdays, I get off of work a lot more later, probably any time around between 4 and 6 p.m., but that still gives me a good 2-hour window to still record an episode on Tuesdays. And if that doesn't seem to work out, I am off Thursdays. So what could be done is we could change the Tuesday date into maybe like, who knows, maybe even Wednesday or Thursday. I guess it just really depends on the mood. Probably maybe Wednesday if there would be a change, but right now we'll keep it as Tuesday and Saturday, so that won't change. I don't have any more pre-recorded material, except for maybe one video that I did not post yet. Actually, I could post that up a bit, although I need to add a small bit of information to that as well, just to give it something, I don't know. There is a ton of Catan games that I've recorded just for pure entertainment value. There's some good commentary with that. And you also get to enjoy watching the game as well. And for those that aren't familiar with Catan, you can watch the game being played in different ways, which, if there's any board game you probably should get and have in your cabinet or wherever you hold your games, Settlers of Catan is a really good game. And if you don't like a board game, there's always the classic Cards Against Humanity. Still, good option, but you definitely need more than 3 people. Yeah, you could play Cards Against Humanity with 3 people, but 4 is a good number. 4 and up. You could really get a good game going with 4 people. 3 is doable, but you kind of almost expect whose card is who. So, what are my plans now that I know that I'm working Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday? My days off are Thursday, half of Saturday, all of Sunday, and all of Monday. So, where am I at with the film photography project? Well, obviously, as you can tell, it's not finished because I've not made any video as far as stating that it is done and ready to be recorded. Some episodes are ready to go, and I'm not sure if I want to make an episode of what I already have done, just make it anyway, and then make more episodes as I go along, record them as I go along, and then kind of go about like that. That's one option of doing it. Or there's the second option. I literally start to finish the script of everything. What I would rather prefer to do is to simply... Oh, the neighbor's kids are playing. They're good. They're very, very good kids. They're very, very, very friendly. What I could do is make all the episodes, get all the material that I really need, or what's left, then go from start to finish again with the recording, editing, and uploading, and then call it done. I could do that. So there's 2 ways I could go about doing that. I finally got the mythical haircut, so now that's been done, so no more long-haired Hoosk, although a lot of people got used to that. I didn't mind it, so long as I've ever had my hair let go like that. However, it started getting into my eyes while I slept, and that annoys me after a long while. So, my thoughts is, do I just end up finishing the project now, get the project finished, which means there may not be any more new material for the channel for a little while. I have plenty of material to talk about, to do. No end in sight as far as new content to talk about. And as you can tell, I like to talk about a whole bunch of other things, which gives it variety. And then I might maybe switch off a few things with others. So, there's variety. Not going to be totally centered on one thing or the other. Yeah, so at this point, I'm just kind of waiting on a good evening just to kind of like push through on an episode at a time. And I figure, if anything, if I were to go with the second plan as far as why am I leaning on this? This thing is like the least stable structure in the whole yard, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I think this was actually once a tree house that was 25 feet, 30 feet in the air, and the tree fell, but the house survived, which is why I can lean against it. So we'll see what goes on. I am looking forward to finishing this project, just to say I've done something. It feels good to tackle on any project is good, but to be tackling something as big as this, something I've not attempted in a long time, not since college. I've tackled projects like this, but the volition was under my own volition. Not really. It was based on, school, whatnot. At that point, your class is determining whether if it gets done or not on time. This is done on my own volition. I'm very interested in it. I've learned a lot about film and the history of film, which is amazing. It's fun to actually learn about something, not just the basics, but digging deep. So we'll certainly try to get things going and hopefully maybe finished by the end of the month with scripts. And if I can get what I need to get done, because of course filming is going to take a little bit of time, I could maybe do a few easy videos just to use as filler. That way it's not just podcasts, or could save the content for later, give you a break from my videos for a while, kind of let them gain in views for whatever reason or another, and enjoy the podcasts for a time being. And again, I do remember there's a bunch of gameplays with Catan that I have to put up, so I'm not totally starved of ready to go content. Just it'll be about gaming, not the gaming that you're thinking of. So thought I'd give you an update. Actually a little longer than I was hoping it'd be, but you know what, since the pandemic I've gotten a lot more invested in my own channel. I've had my channel for a very long time, but never had the time or the opportunity or the interest to do anything with it then. It was just a way of just a means to comment on YouTube videos for quite a lot of time and posting up a few weird videos here and there. But with pandemic, I'm starting to realize that, okay, I'm not able to do many fur meets as I once did. Fur cons, same, not as many as I would like to. But now with a new job, I don't have any vacation time till next year, but next year I get 2 weeks. But until then, I actually do not have any time to, I think my neighbor is watching me. Pretty much for the most part. What was it going about? I live on a very busy street. I don't know. I feel like I'm just dragging this on a little bit longer than it should. But you know what? Thought I'd give you all a little heads up of what my plans are, because I do want to invest more into this channel. Oh, there we go. Investing in my channel. Eventually, I would like to make this a more regular thing on my own time. It will not be ever my full-time job. I'd rather prefer having a full-time job. Unless I get paid moolah money for my videos, which I highly doubt and don't expect it to. So, or, going off on Patreon donations, which I do not have any donations coming my way. None at all. And I don't know if I would feel okay with taking any of your money for donation for the show, because you know what? I don't know. I don't feel like my content is worth that much in terms of getting money based on that. I do it because I want to. I do it because I enjoy it. And I figure, hey, wanted to become Teacher Hoosk. Never really had a chance to really do it. And I figure the only way I can become Teacher Hoosk is literally just doing exactly what I think I would be doing in school. Except not just as a student, but actually as a professor. And since that dream is just a pipe dream, never gonna happen, no better way to actually do that than to do it on YouTube. And their algorithm kind of sucks, so my videos are not going to get really known by any stretch of the imagination. And also, as a furry, it's cool to have someone in this community that actually knows just kind of stuff in general, just to talk about it, because most furry YouTubers tend to talk about things within the fandom, and that's perfectly okay. There may be a few subjects I like to talk about within the fandom, and that'd be fine. But I don't think I can talk about the fandom all the time. Much like what I'm doing about, automotive history and whatnot, film photography, there's going to be a bunch of variety. Which was literally going to be the whole point about this whole channel, is going to give you variety from a furry perspective, furry point of view. And try to take it seriously. I'm going to have fun doing it, but I'm going to do it with my own little personal spin on things. So, I figure I would give you an update on things, because I enjoy making videos, and it's fun to do, it's just fun to do stuff online and share with the world, because knowledge is power, and who knows, I might find more furries in the fandom that might enjoy some of the stuff that I talk about, or share the same similar interest as I do. So, hey, if it helps people, I am perfectly glad with that. So, anyway, I'm gonna enjoy the outside just a little bit, because it's just actually kind of nice. And we'll probably catch you guys later. So, if you don't see any bit of content to the degree that I've been putting on this channel since last fall, don't be worried. I'm still around. I'm not giving up or lost interest in this channel. It's just trying to get used to my schedule, which I'm fully used to now. Now it's just getting the motivation to finish what I started and then keep going on that. So don't be alarmed if you don't see any other content besides maybe podcasts and maybe Catan gaming videos. Beyond that, and maybe a few Cards Against Humanity ones too. We've recorded a few of those. So don't be alarmed. We'll catch you next time. Be safe out there. Good night.